Flood season is upon us here in Calgary, and there's a 2-month window where we could see the waters here in the Bow River rise to devastating levels. Now, it really all depends on a combination of two things, and that's the melting of our snow caps, as well as any heavy rainfall events. No one can forget the unrelenting rains that poured down on the city in June of 2013. Homes were ruined as the Bow and Elbow spilled over their banks. 75,000 people were displaced from their homes. It's estimated that the flood caused over $5 billion in damage. Since that catastrophic event, the city has invested heavily in several projects that reduce the risk of flood damage by a third.
Since 2013, we've been working with communities to build resilience to river flooding, and we have successfully reduced the risk of river flood damages by 1/3. Projects like upgrades to the Glenmore Dam and the Springbank Off-Stream Reservoir project on the Elbow River will significantly reduce this risk further. Other projects that are identified in the city's flood resilience plan, like a new reservoir upstream on the Bow River and some community-level flood barriers, are still in early planning stages.
On top of infrastructure like this, the city has also worked to better understand the flow of our rivers using flood modeling and forecasting.
Climate change is one of the big risks facing Calgary, and we know that because our climate is changing, our flood and our drought risk will be changing as well. And so the plans that we have in place are designed to be flexible and adaptive to climate change. So it's looking ahead to future conditions where we know that there is a potential that flooding can get more frequent and more intense, as well as being adaptable in the future, that we can go back and make adjustments or we can expand barriers, and so they're being designed with that in mind.
The good news is that this year there is a lower than usual snow cap. However, Davis adds that while the seasonal model doesn't show any intense rainstorms in the forecast, being so close to the mountains, things can easily change. But it's not just up to the city to be prepared. There's plenty that the average Calgarian can do. So the city has a bunch of tools on their website for you to check out. You can find it at calgary.ca/floodinfo. By the Bow River, Tara Overholt, City News.